Hi there, I'm Vanafay and welcome to Dragon Age Origins, episode 14. So we're just getting to the Chanter's board. Oh, Chanter Devons.
Blessed are the peacekeepers, champions of the just.
Fantastic. Oh, we got 3 gold. Good. Okay. I've been rewarded by the Chanter for moving all 3 bandit groups north of Lothering, so that's good. And yes, we now have new Chanter boards quests. When bears attack. Okay, so it wasn't the spiders then. No. Okay. Well, never mind. I needed to know. On behalf of Thed the farmer and his departed son, I inscribe this missive. As the Maker is my witness, I charge all those with knowledge of arms and armour to brave the dangers of the northern wood, to find the family of bears that mauled and killed the boy Enith. Or Enith. For they are an abomination in the Maker's sight, and their hides would prove great comfort to the northern farms and solace for Thed's family. As Chanter for Lothering, I do pledge a sum of 1 sovereign to whoever carries out this, the Maker's will. Exercise caution first and foremost. May his light bathe us all. Okay, we'll definitely do that. And a last keepsake. A thanks to all villagers who've opened their barns and crofts to the refugees in these dark times. The Chantry regularly hears praise from our visitors, and your virtuous deeds are mentioned in many prayers. Sadly, there is a lone boy in the village whose mother, good wife Saha, is missing. As she has been missing for the better part of a week, as of this writing, she is presumed dead. May the Maker bless her passing. She was a lady of middle years with red hair and fond of a green cloak. If any traveller or resident comes across her in the wilds, please return her body or the effects on her remains. In later years, the boy will be thankful to have such keepsakes to remember his brave mother by. The office of the Chanter will compensate this kindness with a sum of 50 silvers. May the Maker turn his gaze on us all. Okay. So, we just got 3 gold for taking care of those bandits, and we'll get 1 gold, 50 silvers for doing 2 other extra quests. But we've already cleared most of the danger, so it shouldn't be a problem for us, really. Let's just go to it. Actually, what is our inventory like? How close are we? It's not bad. We're not bad. Okay. Let's go then. May as well get it all done at once. So, where are they going to be? And I suppose we could take out the spiders as well, since we're here for them. Okay, those are wolves, not bears, but I am happy. Definitely happy for that. Okay, guys, come to me. There we go. Do this before they knock you down. Yep, we got more wolves incoming, so let's retreat. There we go. And freeze. Oh, perfect. Thank you, Sten. Thank you, Sten. God damn, that was good. Okay. Yeah, get some lightning in there. Oh, I also need to get my shield back on. Sweet. Okay. Warden Wolf. Cowl. There we go. Oh, yeah. Let's charge that one. You are freezing. And she is taking them out. She is taking them out. Okay. There we go. Keep it coming, guys. Keep it coming. Nice. Nice. Not yet. Okay, not yet. You don't have anything just yet. You, however... that one looks like is being... Yeah, they're flanking Leliana. I don't like that, so... Let's put some horror on that thing. There we go. And you, let's lightning your butt. Perfect. Freeze this one. Nice. Okay. And go back to that one. Oh, gosh. Taken right from under you. Let's get some drain life on that. Nice. Okay. Perfect. Perfect. You guys are amazing. Okay, no remains. all of those wolves, not one pelt that we're going to take from them. That's sickening. That is sickening. Okay. Corpse. You found the body of the boy's mother and have recovered her keepsake. Okay, it's Saha's keepsake. Is it Saha, or is that just another way of saying Sarah? I don't know. But we've done it. I'm ready to go back, but no. No, we need to look for that bear, don't we? Yes, okay, the bears. There are 3 bears. Okay. Well, again, this shouldn't be a problem. 3 black bears. Let's freeze this one. Yeah, mighty blow him, sure. Let's charge him if you can. Nice. Perfect. Okay. And then growl at that one. Okay. And you... Oh, get closer. And let's stun them. Well, at least we got one stunned. And freeze. Shattered. God, that's wonderful. I love it when that happens. Okay, quest updated. I missed it though. Okay, all the diseased bears are dead and no longer a threat. I should return to the Chanter for a reward. I also need to return the keepsake to the Chantry in Lothering. So, I need to return it to the Chantry. Does that mean the Chantry or the Chanter? I'm going to assume it means the Chanter because that's where we got the quest from. Really though? No remains? No bear pelts? I thought that's what they were going to be using them for. Oh well. Never mind. Let's get over here and we'll take out these spiders. Okay. Oh, looks like I'm going to be webbed. Oh, I forgot that I've actually just used my my mind blast as well, so that was a bad idea. Yeah, I should have brought you, Morrigan. Laugh it up, Morrigan. Laugh it up. There we go. Okay. Freeze that one. There we go, guys. Let's take this. Oh my gosh, they're all piling onto Sten, aren't they? Good. That's what he's there for. Disorient that spider, I guess. And yeah, you can continue waking that one over. Lovely. Nice. Oh, sweet. Nice, nice, nice. Perfect. We are making very short work of these. I love it.
Leave it to
Toxin extract, brilliant. Oh right, of course. These are if you didn't have enough toxin for the poisons. Okay. That you had to make for that old dude. Forgotten his name. Doesn't matter. So anyway, let's just get the... Oh, chainmail. Grey iron chainmail, okay.
Leave it to me.
Yep. It's not great, but it's good enough. Okay. That should be everything. Yeah, okay. Turn the shield back off. We just need to get back to the Chancer's board and give those quests in. So, I have to say, I did think about taking the magical effects off. There was in Dane's Fixes the opportunity to do that, to remove all of these, but I like them. I really like the way that these magical effects show on your character. In fact, we're coming into a Templar territory. Let's turn that off, Lily. So, only I look like a blazing inferno right now, but still. Maybe the Templars won't notice.
Let him take notice and shine upon thee, for thou hast done his work this day. And the stars stood still, the winds did quiet, and all animals of earth and air held their breath. All was silent in prayer and thanks.
Okay, so that was both of the quests being completed, and then him telling me that there are no more quests. Okay. The Chanter rewarded you for killing the blighted bears. The Chanter has rewarded you for returning Saha's remains. Okay. I've helped all the villagers who had notices on the Chanter's board. Chanter Devon rewarded you with a sword to thank you. A sword? Very nice. Oathkeeper. Ah, okay. Well, that's probably going to have to go to Alistair the next time I have him out. Sten, what about this greatsword? Is that better than your darkspawn greatsword? Yeah, okay, let's give him the greatsword then. He can forget the darkspawn greatsword. Heavy chainmail. Oh, but the ancient elven gave him a plus to constitution. But then they are running medium, so he doesn't get a set bonus for using them. Damn it. Okay. Yep, put those on. And he now has his item set bonus. Tier 3, Tier 4, Tier 1. What about these? Tier 3. Okay, you can have those. Nice and shiny shoes and hands with a grotty kind of chest piece. What is this? It's not looking good, Sten. But he is covered. Okay, looks like we've got everything. That's good, that's good. Everything is good. We have 8 gold now. Let's come over to you and see what we can get from you.
Hello, friend. Care to take advantage of your discount?
I sure would.
This way. And beware the urchins. They have grabby little hands.
Okay. Let's sell the enchanted dagger, the regular dagger, and both of those regular daggers. And we'll get rid of the clothing and the nasty chantry robe. Yep, I think we're good here. I can save all of my gold for Bodan. Okay. I think that's pretty much all of the quests in Lothering. Yeah, that's all of them. So it's just leaving now. So let's get back to the highway then. Oh, we never checked that rubble. Okay.
Are we done with this place?
Engraved silver ball.
It may not be here later should we leave now.
I think we are, Morgan. And it will be here later as long as we don't complete one of the conscription effort things. Oh, let's grab these elf fruit before we go help. We will. Just give me a sec. There we go. Okay. That's definitely everything. Okay. We might as well then, guys. Come on.
Get back, Sandal! Don't let him touch it!
Yeah, Sandal. Protect yourself, as we know you can. That one genlock is going to hold all of you up, is it? Okay. Herlock Alpha. But no... No emissary. Okay. Alright. Well, that's fine. Let's put that on. And put your shield on. And... Morrigan. Let's put that weakness hex on him. The vulnerability hex, should I say. And then freeze him. Nice. Sweet. Okay. Horror him. Not that it matters. Oh my gosh. Did we kill that genlock down there? Or is that must have been the one behind me? Okay. So. Mind blast these last two so they can't run away too far. And freeze that one. Okay. Yeah, okay, we're fine. We are absolutely fine. Oh.
Mighty timely arrival there, my friend. I'm much obliged.
I wish I'd had time to turn that shield off, but never mind. Ah, don't worry. It's what we do.
The name's Bodan Feddick, merchant and entrepreneur. This here is my son, Sandal. Say hello, my boy.
Hello.
Road's been mighty dangerous these days. Mind if I ask what brings you out here? Perhaps we're going the same way.
We're out here hunting darkspawn, actually. Lucky for you, we came when we did.
Grey Wardens? My, that does rather explain a lot. No offence, but I suspect there's more excitement on your path than my boy and I can handle. Allow me to bid you farewell and good fortune, though.
Goodbye.
Now then, let's get this mess cleaned up, shall we?
Yeah, okay. I take no offence, Badan. But only because I know that you'll be coming later.
Let's see.
Demonic ichor. Understandably difficult to find, this ichor can sometimes be found in the hearts of corpses that have been possessed by demons, and is naturally both thick and black. In the right hands it can be made into a very potent poison. And heavy chainmail boots, steel. Okay. Nice. Okay, so we have a gen lock and a blood mage. Nice. Let's
Leave
open
it
this
to
crate
me.
first. Leather gloves. Okay, and a small carved statuette. A small carving of a robed woman. I assume that's going to be for Leliana as well. I am only assuming though, because I don't quite know. Another farmstead over there. Nice. With its own mill. They all have their own mills, do they? Stands to reason, especially if they have their own grain. Oh, a garnet. Nice. Okay, so blood mage. Let's
Right.
see. Sealed letter. Okay. Maleficarum regrets. Okay, I won't go back. Let them hunt and dread finding me. But you, Melis, should not live this life. It would please me if you found a life in the Circle Tower. I left a few things there, mostly stolen from the enchanters. Sell them to fund a new path. The cash is in the study area, middle alcove. Goodbye, Belgruce. Well. Okay. And bear. No beast is more beloved by Dirthamen than the bear. When the world was new, Dirthamen gave one secret to each creature to keep. The foxes traded their secrets to Andruil for wings. The hares shouted theirs to the treetops. The birds sold theirs for gold and silver. Only the bears kept Deathman's gift deep within their dens. They sleep the months away in the company of their secrets and nothing else. When Deathman discovered what had been done with his gifts, he snatched the wings from the foxes, silenced the voices of the hares, and turned the birds into paupers. But the bears he honoured for their steadfastness. Okay, transcribed from a Dalish tale, 9-8 Dragon. Normally, it's almost unheard of for bears to attack travellers. They are in fact so shy and so inactive during the day that most people never encounter a bear at all. However, should a bear be provoked, they are remarkably dangerous. The normally placid-seeming creatures become enraged and can strike massive blows with their paws, capable of knocking a man off his feet. Nice. Okay. Well, don't suppose we can actually talk to you.
We'll be off as soon as this mess is cleaned up. Thank you kindly for all your assistance.
Yep, and Sandal?
Hello.
Just hello. Okay. Well, I think it's time to go then. Oh, quest completed. Lothering and the Imperial Highway. You've travelled past Lothering and are now on the Imperial Highway, which runs through all of Ferelden. The highway will take you to the various places you need to go. Redcliffe, the Brazilian Forest, the Circle of Magi's Tower, and the Dwarven city of Orzammar. Good. Fantastic. Okay, so where is the transition point? Oh, right here. Okay, so let's go then. And this is going to be our first time at the party camp. I have turned off all of my effects. Let's turn off yours as well, just in case. And yours. Yeah, let's go.
Let's see.
Yep. Okay.
Bad dreams, huh?
Yeah. I think it must be something I ate.
Drank more like, as in the tainted blood, remember? You see, part of being a Grey Warden is being able to hear the darkspawn. That's what your dream was, hearing them. The archdemon, it talks to the Horde, and we feel it just as they do. That's why we know this is really a blight.
Right, so that dragon that I saw, that was the archdemon?
I don't know if it's really a dragon, but it sure looks like one. But yes, that's the archdemon. It takes a bit, but eventually you can block the dreams out. Some of the older Grey Wardens say they can understand the archdemon a bit, but I sure can't. Anyhow, when I heard you thrashing around, I thought I should tell you. It was scary at first for me too.
Right, well, anything else I should know about?
Other than dying young and the whole defeat the Blight alone thing, no. I'm all tapped out for surprises. Anyhow, you're up now, right? Let's pull up camp and get a move on.
Okay. So, party camp. All of our party's injuries are healed when we return to camp. Actually, I'll just go back into the codex and read it there. Here we are, party camp. All your party's injuries are healed when you return to camp. Each party member can be found somewhere in the camp, making it an ideal location to hand out new equipment, give gifts, or talk. Hint, hint. Okay, premium content. So, Sulcher's Pass. Journey to Sulcher's Pass, where a troubled merchant awaits with a deal that may just be too good to be true. Soldier's Peak. Go to the party camp. The last time you travelled the open road, you caught a glimpse of a merchant in the distance. He appears to be following you. If you set up camp, he might be able to catch up to you. And a king's confidant. Journey to Ban Loren's lands. There are rumours that a fellow survivor of Ostagar has escaped the prisons of Ban Loren and is seeking the aid of the Grey Wardens. The Ban's lands lie in the northwest reaches of the Banon. The escaped prisoner has likely taken refuge in the deep woods of the estate. Okay, so the premium content. I'm not sure if I'll be doing those just yet. But I might as well tell you now, I am planning on conscripting Logain in this game. So I want to have some content to actually be able to do with him when I have him. So yeah, I'll probably be leaving as much of this as I can until we have him. And enchantment, okay. Talk to the dwarves. Bodan and Sandal, the two dwarves from outside of Lothering, seem to have pulled their wagon to the outskirts of the camp. You should speak to both of them to see what services they can offer. Okay. Brilliant. So. Everybody is here. We're all good. Levi Dryden is over there. And Sandal is over there. Okay. Well. Let's do those first, and then we'll talk to all of our companions.
Ah, it's good to see you, my timely rescuer. Bodon Fennick, at your service once again. I saw your camp and thought to myself, what safer place to rest for the evening than in the camp of a Grey Warden? I'm perfectly willing to offer you a fine discount for the inconvenience of our presence. How does that sound? Good? Yes?
Depends on what you're selling, actually.
Anything, everything, but all of the finest quality. No cheap trinkets here. And my boy Sandal happens to be a bit of a hand with enchantments. Oh, yes. Sadly, it also makes us a target for bandits and the like. If there were spare hands to hire as guards, I would have done so long ago.
I thought you said you didn't want to travel with us. Why were you following us?
I can see why you might be suspicious, being a Grey Warden and all. Were I in your shoes, I would feel the same way. Trust me when I say that my encountering you here was serendipity and nothing more. I travel a lot, so I'm bound to meet everyone on the road eventually. If you prefer, I'll take my boy and be on my way. But regretfully, you're the safest spot on this road, without a doubt.
Huh. Good enough. Alright, you can stay.
Wonderful. Thank the kind lady, won't you, boy?
Thank you, kind lady.
We won't be a bother to you and your companions, I assure you. If you should need enchantments, simply talk to my boy. Otherwise, come speak with me.
Okay. So let's talk with Sandal.
Hello.
The boy's a bit simple, but he's rather good with enchantments. One of those tranquil fellas actually called him a... what was it now? A savant. I had no idea such a thing existed.
Wow. Well, what kind of enchantments can he do?
He can fold lyrium into almost any weapon or piece of armor, though naturally some of the more extravagant materials will take more lyrium than others. It's a process that some of the master smiths back in Orzammar will perform, but my boy here is just as adept at it. Isn't that right, boy?
Enchantment!
And there you have it.
Well, sure. Let's see what goods you have.
Oh, certainly, I can do that for you. Just come with me.
Okay. What does he have? Backpack? Tell me you have a backpack. He does have a backpack. Oh gosh, it's 7 gold. Oh, okay. I need it though, so I'm gonna take that backpack. Damn. Okay. Yeah, okay, we have all of the gifts and pranks here. Oh, okay. Well, I don't actually need to mess around with those. Nah. I'd give him a stick though. I would give Dog a stick. Absolutely. Ah, he has the golden rope necklace. I have one of those, don't I? Oh, did I? Yeah, I do. Okay, so, good to know. Good to know I can get another one if I need to. Okay, so what do we have? Hailstone. Plus 5 cold damage. That's nice. Ooh, that is nice. I'd probably switch it for the Keeper's Ring, actually. If I had to. Yeah, because I do good cold damage. Well, I think it's a belt that I actually need, though. So what do we have? Monetary gain increase, stamina regeneration in combat, ranged critical chance. Does that actually work for spells? I actually don't know if the ranged critical chance will work for spells. Probably doesn't. Maybe I should take the Dwarven Merchant belt. Let's try that. And we'll just increase our monetary gain. Let's get rid of the leather gloves. Proving helm. That might be a good idea for Sten. That's willpower and constitution. Which will replace the constitution that we've lost from the ancient elven boots. Maybe. I think that's good enough. Alright. Quest completed. While Bodan is a well-stocked merchant, his boy Sandal offers something more valuable. Enchantment. He can engrave runes onto your weapons, making them more damaging, imbuing them with elemental powers or other mysterious effects. Sweet. Well, good to know. Thanks, guys. I'm actually not sure if I have to speak with Levi Dryden right now, or if that's something I can put off. I should probably speak to him just in case he doesn't appear later, so let's do that.
You're a hard woman to find. Where are my manners? The name is Levi Dryden. Did Duncan ever mention me? Levi of the Coins? Levi the Trader?
Not that I know of, but I didn't really know him that long.
Really? He never told you of old Levi? We've known each other for years. But here I am carrying on while you have a blight to stop. Don't want to waste your time. But you see, Duncan promised that together we'd look into something important for the Wardens. And for me. But poor Duncan's... well, no more. A tragedy it is, at that. But I know he would want his work carried on. His pledge fulfilled.
Oh, how did you know, Duncan?
It's a bit of a tale, that is. But I'm the one who brought the Grey Wardens back to Ferelden. Well, I was one of the ones. There were a lot of us. Make us breath, I'm a bit nervous. Honoured to be here, really.
I'd like to hear your tale. Carry on.
After King Marek freed us from the Orlesians, the Grey Wardens begged the King's permission to come into Ferelden. Some sort of internal business. Me and a mess of other Warden sympathisers spoke on behalf of your order. Tan Loghain was very much against letting Orlesian Wardens in the kingdom. But Marek, Andraste, bless him, was a fair-minded monarch, and he let them in.
Okay, go on.
So that's why I was there when the Wardens and their leader, Genevieve, presented herself to the king. The first Wardens in Ferelden in over a century. Proudest day of my life, that was. Duncan was a bit of a scamp back then. We were of an age and struck up a friendship. The king himself went with the Wardens on their mysterious business. When he returned, he rescinded King Ardland's decree, and the Wardens came back to Ferelden for good.
He rescinded the decree? Just like that?
Marek was a bit of a visionary. A powerful mind, that one. In his travels with the Wardens, he must have seen how important their cause was, and been moved by it.
Sounds like there's more to it than that.
There was some talk at court that he did it to improve relations with Orzammar. That might have factored into it, but make no mistake. King Marek was a giant among men.
Right, so why were the Grey Wardens cast out?
People say it's because the Wardens have become terribly unpopular, just soaking up ties and not doing a bleeding thing for the kingdom. I say that's bollocks, as recent events have shown.
But mostly because of Duncan, I suppose. He did seem to get on well with everybody.
That he was.
So what promise did he make you?
My family, well, past a bit checkered to see. Nobles look at us with disdain. My great-great-grandmother, Sophia Dryden, was the last Warden commander of Ferelden back when the Wardens were known as freeloaders. So King Arland banished the Wardens, and he took House Dryden's land and titles.
Really? And then what happened?
Hard to say. After King Arland died, there was a civil war, loads worse than this one, and our family was on the run, hunted by enemies, with nary a friend in the world. But Drydens are tough. We rebuilt, became merchants, and we never lost our pride.
Okay, so what was the favour?
I asked for the truth. My family reveres Sophia Dryden. We know she died at the old Grey Warden base, Soldier's Peak. We want evidence to clear her name. It won't restore our land or our titles, but it'll restore our honour.
I've never heard of Soldier's Peak.
Well, no one's been to Soldier's Peak since Ireland's days. At least none that's come back. I spent years mapping the maze of tunnels to the peak, and I found the way a few years back. So I went to Duncan, I did, and I said that he could reclaim the old base and my family could have its honour.
How would reclaiming a ruin help the Wardens?
Soldier's Peak is strategic and symbolic importance. Duncan said that it would be worth it right there. He also hoped to recover lost Warden history and perhaps a few old relics. No one knows what's up there now.
See. So why didn't he help you?
Darkspawn surfaced in southern Ferelden, and Duncan got plenty busy recruiting new Wardens and meeting with good King Caelan. Duncan said he would help after the Battle of Ostagar. Said there might be useful things at the peak, but he never had the chance.
Right. Well, what do you need from me, then?
I can pick my way through the tunnels at the base of Soldier's Peak, but the place, well, they say it's haunted, and it'll be dangerous for certain. Will you think on it, at least?
Sure, I'll think about it. Okay, quest updated. Agree to help Levi Dryden explore Soldier's Peak. Levi Dryden has told us about the lost Grey Warden base of Soldier's Peak. No one has been there and returned for over 100 years. Levi has found a path through the maze of subterranean tunnels to the peak, but he needs your help. Okay, let's talk to all of my companions, so we can have a sort of we thought it over kind of thing, and then I'll come back to him right before we finish the episode, I think. So, Alistair.
What do you need?
You've been off since Ostagar. You want to talk about it?
You don't have to do that. I know you didn't know as long as I did.
I just thought you might need to talk, that's all.
I should have handled it better. Duncan warned me right from the beginning that this could happen. Any of us could die in battle. I shouldn't have lost it, not when so much is riding on us, not with the Blight and everything. I'm sorry.
Grief's a normal part of life, Alistair. Don't worry about it. No harm done.
I'd like to have a proper funeral for him. Maybe once this is all done, if we're still alive. I don't think he had any family to speak of.
What about the other Grey Wardens?
I don't know. I have no idea what the Grey Wardens do for their... when they fall in battle. The Dalish don't practice cremation, do they? How do your people honor your dead?
We bury them, and then plant a tree over the remains.
That sounds quite beautiful. Life springing from death. Thank you. Really, I mean it. It was good to talk about it, at least a little.
Good. Anytime, Alistair. Alistair approved +2. Okay, I was kind of middle grounding it there. I kind of want to be okay with him, because I don't want him to hate me. I don't want him to dislike me. He is a Templar. He might say that he's not a Templar, but then he goes around and calls everybody apostates, doesn't he? So, and he's very antagonistic towards Morrigan for being an apostate. So, okay.
Oh, why, you little...
Whoa, what just happened?
Your furry friend here took offense at me getting near his food. He snapped at me, look.
You tried to take food from a war dog?
Sometimes I forget that he's a war dog. That'll teach me.
Yeah, it should teach you. Okay, Warden Wolf.
I once heard a really old legend about how the Hound warriors in the days of the old tribes would feed their Mabari the flesh of the vanquished. Well, that's what I heard anyway. It would sometimes be human flesh. Oh, like you can tell the difference. For all you know, maybe you've already been fed something. Someone.
Oh, stop scaring my dog. Don't worry, Warden Wolf. I would never feed you a human being. I wouldn't want to make you sick.
It's not cannibalism if he's eating it, you know.
Yeah, okay. Stop being mean, Alistair. Can we have someone other than Alistair now?
Oh, look at what your
Thank
fool
you.
dog placed in my pack. A putrid, half-eaten hare is not something a woman wants to find in her unmentionables.
Oh, come on. It's the thought that counts.
The dirty mongrel can have this back. There. And tell him not to do it again.
Oh, come on, Morrigan. It was a gift. To just throw it back at him like that.
I just did. I don't want it, you worthless fur bag.
And now you've hurt his feelings.
Oh, he's just trying to be manipulative, I can tell. I do it too.
Oh, better luck next time, Wolf. Let's leave it at that. Okay, let's get to Leliana.
Yes?
I'd like to talk to you.
Well, here I am.
This vision of yours.
I knew this would come up sooner or later. I don't know how to explain, but I had a dream. In it, there was an impenetrable darkness. It was so dense, so real. And there was a noise, a terrible, ungodly noise. I stood on a peak and watched as the darkness consumed everything. And when the storm swallowed the last of the sun's light, I fell. And the darkness drew me in.
So, you dreamed of the Blight?
I suppose I did. That was what the darkness was, no? When I woke, I went to the Chantry's gardens, as I always do. But that day, the rose bush in the corner had flowered. Everyone knew that bush was dead. It was grey and twisted and gnarled, the ugliest thing you ever saw. But there it was, a single beautiful rose. It was as though the Maker stretched out his hand to say, even in the midst of this darkness, there is hope and beauty. Have faith.
Right, and that made you want to help me then?
In my dream, I fell. Or maybe I jumped. I'd do anything to stop the Blight. I know that we can do it. There are so many good things in the Maker's world. How can I sit by while the Blight devours everything?
Yeah, suppose I couldn't sit by either.
That is why you're a Grey Warden. Come, there's a Blight to stop.
Okay, Leliana approves +2. Nice. Let's talk to Sten. Oh, let's walk around Sten. There we go.
Why are we stopping?
Gosh. Okay, that blue haze is kind of annoying now. I don't want it when I'm talking to people. Come on. I want to talk to you for a minute.
There are darkspawn to be fought. Is this delay needful?
Look, apparently you were in that cage for weeks. I need to know if you're okay.
You are concerned. No need. I am fit enough to fight.
Right. I assume that's your army training. You were in the army?
I am.
Why would the Qunari send soldiers here?
The Antam are the eyes, hands, and mouth of the Qunari. We are how my people know the world.
Doesn't that make your entire viewpoint a military one?
Compared to what?
You might learn more about people if you went hostile to them.
What does anyone truly know of the world? The world changes. We change. The Antam observe what we can, just as you do. There is no point to this. We are keeping the darkspawn waiting.
Fine, let's go.
As you wish.
Okay, -1 for Sten. Yeah, I don't do well with Sten, unfortunately. I usually have to up his approval with gifts. But, never mind. Oh, and beating him soundly at the Temple of Sacred Ashes. There's that as well. Or at least on the way. Okay, Morrigan.
What do you wish of me?
I wanted to ask you something.
If you must.
Did you grow up in the Kakara Wilds?
Why do you ask me such questions? I do not probe you for pointless information, do I?
I'm just curious. There's nothing wrong with that, is there?
Any number of cats could inform you of the answer to that question, but have it your way. What is it you asked? If I grew up in the wilds? A curious question. Where else would you picture me? For many years it was simply Flemeth and I. The wilds and its creatures were more real to me than Flemeth's tales of the world of man. In time I grew curious. I left the wilds to explore what lay beyond, never for long. Brief forays into a civilized wilderness.
And you were never found out?
For the most part. Flemeth taught me well. For all that I had been taught, however, the truth of the civilized lands proved to be overwhelming. I was unfamiliar with so much. So confident and bold was I, yet there was much that Flemeth could never have prepared me for.
Yeah, I can imagine.
I rather doubt that. Only once was I accused of being a witch of the wilds, and that by a chastened who happened to be traveling with a merchant caravan. He pointed and gasped, and began shouting in his strange language, and most assumed he was casting some curse upon me. I acted the terrified girl, and naturally, he was arrested.
Quick thinking.
Men are always willing to believe two things about a woman. One, that she is weak, and two, that she finds him attractive. I played the weakling and battered my eyelashes at the captain of the guard. Child's play. The point being that I was able to move through human lands fairly easily. Whatever humans think a witch of the wild looks like, 'tis not I. Not that I did not have trouble. There are things about human society which have always puzzled me, such as the touching. Why all the touching for a simple greeting?
I don't know. I'm not human.
Do not speak to me of trivialities. Your culture is not so entirely different. There were many nuances that Flemeth could never tell me of. When to look into another's eyes. How to eat at a table. How to bargain without offending. None of these things I knew. I still do not understand it all, truth be told, but then I gave up long ago any hope of doing so. When I returned to the wilds last, I swore to Flemeth that I had no intention of leaving again.
And yet, you're here.
Yes, here I am. Well, let's get on with it before the ground opens up and swallows us, yes?
Oh my god, wow, I managed to get +2. I thought that would be minuses for sure. Well, awesome. Good talk, Morrigan, good talk. Okay, Levy Dryden, let's just complete this.
You considered my offer? Soldier's Peak has been abandoned too long, if you ask me.
Sure. I'll keep to Duncan's promise. I'll help you.
1,000 blessings upon you, Warden. I'll mark down the location on your map. When you arrive, we'll pick our way through the tunnels together.
Yeah, okay. So, travel to Soldier's Peak. Levy offered to take us through the maze of tunnels that lead to the old Grey Warden base of Soldier's Peak. He wishes to uncover proof that his ancestor, Sophia Dryden, was the hero his family always thought she was. Well... Okay. History of the Drydens. In the years following the siege of Soldier's Peak, all those who carried the Dryden name were hunted by King Arland's forces. Our noble Dryden name was smeared, and all lands and holdings belonging to the Drydens were seized by the crown. The king feared that the rebellion started by Sophia would be kept alive by her loyal friends and family, and anyone with connections to the Drydens suffered greatly. It is little wonder then that the few remaining Drydens found themselves with no allies and nowhere to turn. Tobin Dryden, Sophia's brother and guardian of her young son, had no choice but to flee Ferelden. Tobin bought passage to Antiva on a merchant vessel and travelled under the name de Rocha. Once in Antiva, Tobin set about building a new, quiet life for himself and his nephew. He started a small business and eventually made a name for himself as a trader. The de Rocha merchant family prospered and the name Dryden was almost forgotten. However, in 815 Blessed, Sylvie de Rocha uncovered old documents belonging to Tobin and pieced together the family's history. In her pride, and perhaps in her naivete, Sylvie reclaimed the name Dryden and returned to Ferelden. King Arland lies dead and the Dryden name lives on. Our family has survived, even thrived since the death of Sophia Dryden. The nobles of Ferelden may still spit on the Dryden name, but we Drydens know that Sophia Dryden was greater than them, almost a queen and a hero of the people of Ferelden. From the personal files of Levi Dryden, merchant. Wow. Yeah. Okay, where are we? Sophia Dryden. Sophia Dryden is Ferelden's light and her most brilliant jewel. Nothing on this earth can ever quench her fire. Our lesser Sophia Dryden was the young Arland's rival for the throne of Ferelden. Dryden was a strong and charismatic leader, with much support from the Banorn. When Arland finally won the crown, Dryden refused to relent. She pushed her claim, was caught, and accused of treason. Her sympathisers continued to support her, however. In order to appease them, Dryden was spared execution and forced to join the Grey Wardens instead. Dryden survived the joining and dazzled the Grey Wardens at Soldier's Peak with her leadership skills and charm. She eventually rose through the ranks to become the Warden Commander of Ferelden. Before Commander Dryden, the Grey Wardens were seen as a relic of an older time and an unnecessary drain on the nobles' coffers. Dryden, though, with her political connections, reinvigorated the Wardens and rapidly increased their numbers. In the meantime, King Arland proved himself a devious king, willing to go to brutal lengths to silence his opponents. Arland's reign of terror grew worse with each passing year, and some of the bands approached Commander Dryden in desperation, begging her to intercede. She agreed, and thus was the rebellion against King Arland born. Arland learned of the rebellion and took steps to end it. He publicly suspended all tithing to the Grey Wardens and declared that they were no longer welcome in Ferelden. Some of the Wardens, mindful that they were supposed to remain politically neutral, felt disgraced by Dryden's involvement in Ferelden politics and left her side even as the king's forces lay siege to Soldier's Peak. The siege took months and ended with the death of Sophia Dryden. From the personal files of Levi Dryden, merchant. Okay. Well, good to know. Well, it'll be a long while before we get there. I'm hoping that I'll have, yeah, that's what I've just read. I'm hoping that I'll have Logain by that time. So yeah, I think that's probably where I'm going to leave it. So, hopefully this haze will disappear by next episode. But I hope you enjoyed this. If you did, hit the like button. I upload 5 videos a week, so subscribe and you'll be notified when those go live. Oh, there we go, the moons are out. That's Satina in the Sky. Lovely mod. Beautiful. Okay. Hit the bell to update notifications. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.